we're going to do now is we're going to taste the control and the fermentation of our Dabinett on leaf. So what you're going to try is you're going to try a naturally fermented wild yeast Dabinett cider, and then you're going to try a naturally fermented wild yeast Dabinett cider pressed on the same day into an identical vessel, same yeast, but this time with leaf. Okay, so fermented on leaf. So that's one. And have you got some of the controls? Let's share this around. Let's have more than, you know. Okay.
A little bit here.
So good, clean fermentation. So hopefully, get your nose in, no faults. You know, we're pretty careful to make sure that this is, you know, this has gone well. So it's a good standard. It's got that grippy Dabinett tannin going on. It's fermented to dryness. It's a pretty rewarding and high sugars this year, right? So loads and loads of sugar in the orchard this year. And hopefully, what you've got there is a nice cider. Hopefully that's good gear. It's got, well, I'm not going to tell you what it's got because I'd be very interested to hear your response after. But this is
full of tannin. Lovely.
Yeah, you get
So now
full kick of tannin right there.
Yeah, that's right. So now what we've got is exactly the same liquid from the same apple trees, same everything. But this time we fermented it with about 4 kilos of fresh Dabinett cider apple leaves in a press cloth. Okay, and so now I want you to get your nose into that.
Your nose in.
And have you noticed anything different on the nose first up? Have you got anything? I mean, this is. I'm not trying to lead because we want to learn. This is an experiment in experience.
I thought it would smell stronger, but it actually smells more mellow.
Right, and I agree. So I think And then, what about the experience of once that goes in the mouth?
Way to the front of the palate compared to going to the back. Dripping tannin. Wow.
Right,
Totally different.
totally different.
It's incredible.
Yeah, and unless you place them side by side, you'd hardly believe it.
Yeah.
And the mouthfeel is just like most of the feedback we're getting. It's like, well, it's like the other one times 4. Right. It's that, you know, there's something going on in the mouthfeel that we don't understand. In fact, most of what's happening here we don't understand. Yeah, we understand our methods and we can repeat them, but that's why we're working with the University of Exeter. Yeah. That's why there's a mycology department digging down into what's happening with both the leaf, the genetic biome of the yeasts, and the behaviour of the whole. Yeah.
So what are the assumptions then? What do you think's happening?
If you are a yeast that can live on an apple leaf, you're effectively Bear Grylls. Of the yeast world, right? Because yeast that lives in a warm mush of apple juice, plenty of oxygen, all the food you want. You're like a student on a bedsit sofa, right? An apple leaf is constantly transpiring. You must have done you remember when you're a kid, you tie a plastic bag around the leaf. You've got jets of water coming out. You've got UV sunlight coming down. It's a very aggressive. There are other pathogens that want to live there too. So a yeast that can live there is tough, and it can also go past the ordinary thresholds that yeast might be assumed to do. So they're not just eating sugar. They're probably breaking down carbohydrates. They're probably breaking down right the way down to cellulose.
And this is lighter, fresher, I think.
And I was really careful not to use any word because the one thing that we get when we do the blind tastings, they say, well, this is fresher.
Yeah.
Now, what the hell
is
that?
Sorry?
Fresher.
Oh, right,
like a bigger mouthfeel. More, and other words too, like so freshness is a huge repeater. Yeah. Freshness, big, savoury. Like there is a kind of, some people get that, but freshness is the number one, and a kind of zing and a kind of.
It's broken down those tannins, it feels like to me.
I think, and we don't know whether it's added more because there'd be tannin in the leaf, but it's done, so it's integrated.
It tastes like it,
No.
Okay.
But so.
Bravo.
Yeah, here's and the reason that we didn't keep this under our hat, the reason that the minute we knew, and there are other cider makers, we got cider makers in the States, we've got other cider makers local to us, who are doing this and trying it and trying to help us. Well, not help us, help everyone, because this tastes great.
It does.
And so, you know, we took a decision really early that we wanted to share our knowledge so that we could all make better cider and more interesting ciders, rather than try and, you know, keep the ball.
Traditional cider maker.
I'm afraid all farmers and, you know, industries are all like it. But actually, it's too exciting and the possibilities are too good. And just trying those two left by right, there it is. So and thank you for coming and trying it.
Yeah,
great.
Thank you. Cheers, guys. Cheers.
You haven't got any left, though.